as well. So welcome to Monday Moments with Jeannie. As I said, I went with tangerines because we need some bright colors in our day when it's this cold outside. So this week's session is on Dare to Compare. Now, for everyone attending, on this call are clients, on this call are realtors, and at the Q&A session, I'm actually going to have all the realtors list their contact information. If you're a client, I think something that is vital, if you're looking to sell your home, if you're looking to purchase a home, you want a very well-informed realtor working for you. You want someone that is knowledgeable and aggressive to get you the best value and to get the most out of your home. Hands down, I would always contact one of the agents on this call because they're taking time out of their very busy schedule to be the best for you. So when I create the YouTube link and send it out, I list on there all the realtors in attendance with their contact information to make your life easier if you're a client looking for someone to represent you. So with that said, we'll get going. Now this section on Dare to Compare. What I did was we are comparing new home builds for an equivalent to an Epcon type of community. So it's a condo community, new build, the different builders that are out there. And so you know how I shopped, and everything on this call is my opinion and it's what I have seen. And I'm human. I believe everything is 100% spot on, but you know, humans do make mistakes every now and then. But with that said, this is what I have seen personally when I have shopped my competition. Now, anyone can build a pretty home. It's really what is behind the walls that counts. You know, I equate it to my clients. Where do you want your pain? Do you want to have your pain and paying a little bit more now, but living in your home stress-free? Or do you want to get the lowest possible price and you really don't care if you start having issues with your home a year or so later? So that's why I look at it at 2x4 is I want you in that home. I want you enjoying that home, it being stress-free for 30 or so years. So when I shop my competition, I don't just look at the finished product. That's extremely important, but anyone can make a new home look pretty. It's the staging, it's all that stuff. What's really, really important is I also look at the resale value. How much did that home go up when they went to sell it? Did it go down? And also what did their HOAs do? It is so common to see HOAs, especially if it's a builder that specializes in single family homes and also has decided to get into the condo market because it's, quite frankly, it's a sexy market right now. It's in high demand. What did their HOAs do? I don't want you getting into a home and then seeing the next year the HOAs double or anything like that. And then I also shop them at 2x4. I walk around, and yes, on days like this, I will walk around the home sites, look and see how they build their homes as well. So one thing with Epcon is condos are all we do. It's all we've ever done. We have over 35 years of experience. We got into this in 86 when people were going, why are you getting into that market? Everyone wants single family homes. Well, Ed and Phil had a vision and they saw a niche that needed to be filled. And it has fared us well. If HOAs go up, typically we'll only see about $5 or $10 a month hike in it. So it's usually not a big hike, especially the way we're doing our HOAs now. We're training our clients for success before it's turned over to them, and we take everything into consideration and have a reserve fund. So with that said, some things that this is a Jeannie list of things that I would 100% look for when I'm looking at purchasing a condo community, especially one with any kind of HOAs. My tipping point is about 50 homes. If they're less homes than that, you're going to really, it's fewer people to distribute, and that will make your HOAs skyrocket. So really, really, I would hate to be in a condo community that has less homes than that. Also, you really want a builder that does specialize in condos. If you want to get into that condo and you want to live in it pain-free, that's really what you want to do as well. So going to make sure that I am, yep. And also what you want to do is when you're in the community, if you're trying to decide, do I want to live on Riverside Drive, or do I want to live over at River Bluff? As a client, go out, walk the community. You will see other people that have purchased homes. You will see other people that live in the homes. Talk to them. How do you like living here? How's it feel? What, you know, where do you shop? Different things like that. Yeah, you might make a new friend, but also that's doing your due diligence. Will I like living here? Also, the outdoor living space. We have proprietary courtyard homes. You won't see courtyards like ours. The house hugs the courtyard for 100% privacy. They're always fenced in. When you're out there, you're just relaxed. You're enjoying the outdoors, living the life that it should be, but not just the courtyards. Look at the community. Is there, you know, green space? Is it in the location that I'd like it to be? Is it a fast commute to Ohio State or wherever you want to go? So think about those things as well. Then the building products. How does the builder build? This gets back to where do you want your paint? You know, we don't use the cheap flimsy tieback, you know, the plastic paper house wrap, and it's for weatherproofing, then you pound nails through it. Never made sense to me. Just different, how does that builder build? And then remember, not all square footage is the same. What I mean with that is every year we probably get around 50 or so proposals to purchase land. We have a very strict criteria. If it's not close to amenities, if it's not close to walking trails or different, if it's not where you immediately want to live, we won't buy it. If it's less than a certain amount of size, we won't purchase that. So out of those 50 or so proposals, we'll only take about 4 or 6. So very, very picky about that. Yes, that will increase your square footage cost, but yes, it will also increase your value of your home, making resale profitability much larger. Also, it's less expensive. It's cheaper to build in a certain direction, and by that I mean square footage. It's cheaper to go up than wide. A lot of ours are wide. We specialize in great open floor plans. So just some things on that. And then also, are you looking for the unicorn house? And a lot of realtors on this call can testify to that, is we have in our mind what we want. And if you look at everything in life, there's always a little bit of compromise. So when you're looking for a home, really keep in mind, what's my top, 3 or 5 things that I must have in this home? And what are some things that are kind of wants, but you really don't need it? It is, I have never seen a unicorn home. I have never seen a home that has absolutely everything in it that I want. So kind of keep that in mind as well when you're looking. I want you in that house and I want you to love it forever. Keep that in mind. But some things are not always possible with what you have in your mind and what's out there. Also, the salesperson. What's your confidence in the salesperson, in the company? Are they knowledgeable? With a salesperson, are they listening to you? Are they hearing your needs? Or are they just talking away and trying to sell you? When I meet with clients, I spend probably at least 10 to 15 minutes. Tell me about this. Tell me about that. Where are you coming from? Where do you want to go to? What have you seen? And that helps piece it all together. And yes, I have in my time told someone, you know what, you should go to this builder instead. I think that's more what you're looking for. So you really want that. And then of course, location. You want to be someplace that you will love long-term and that you're not going to move out of. So with that said, let's get going. And I have these sorted, and it's a little difficult to tell, you know, price point. Sometimes it gets a little close, and I did the average on it. What I did was I took the inventory homes and I ran an average, and that's how I came up with the price point. Anyone can have a super low base price point, but when all the options are in it, where is it landing? So that's more important is, you know, what's your final cost really going to be? So these are priced from lowest to highest. Lowest right now that I saw, and again, I'm human, is MI. Now with MI, one thing about them is they build in clusters. So it's little clusters, kind of like a grape cluster with 4 homes here. There's a narrow drive going to them, a cluster of 4 homes. There's parking beside all of the homes as well. So you'll hear car doors opening and closing. But these little clusters of 4, what happens with that is they won't start building all 4 until at least 3 are sold. So we have one of the other salespeople here lost a deal to MI because the client did not want to wait for AEP to move a line. And that client now is still over a year and their home has not started construction. And that's because the other homes in the cluster have not sold yet. So that's something to really be aware of as well. And it does state in their contract, it could take 2 or 3 years, something like that to build. So, you know, that is there, that is spelled out, be aware of that. The one thing that I noticed is on the MI homes is when you go outside and stand on the back patio area. So it's like a plus sign, all the outdoor spaces, the fences are all shared. And when you're on your outside area, you look out, you can actually see your neighbor's entire courtyard. So there's not a lot of privacy. If that's okay with you, that's fine. They can, this is, just get all information on that. So they can add sod to your outdoor space. With that, however, you will probably be responsible to mow that. So just check out all the details, do your due diligence. As I said, in those clusters of 4, there's public parking right outside your courtyard. So you're going to hear a lot of doors opening and closing and so forth. To get to your little cluster of homes is a narrow drive. It's basically one way. So if another car is coming, you're going to have to wait for them to come through and then go through. I did not see that they have any universal design options. And I had my hip replaced like 4 years ago. And I tell you, just a couple of inches to raise my leg into the shower. I'm like, oh, do I really want to take a shower? You know, so the universal design features, it doesn't matter your age. We may need those at any time. And then there are patios, and there's several like this. So it's a tucked in patio, tucked in. So it's a square inside the home. So like the U untucked in, that's going to be the patio. You have a house totally wrapped around 3 sides of it. So when you have a tucked in patio, it's a darker outdoor space. So just be aware of that. And then Pulte. So not all of their communities have amenities. There is no private patio area. You can add a slab if you choose. That is an option to do, but they're wide open, not at all private. And quite often they are mixed in with other single family homes. So it's typically not a true where it's all people moving in. And why that's important is with Epcon, it really is a lifestyle. You have everyone moving in together. I equate it to when we were in college, everybody's out making friends and developing a whole new lifestyle. So it's really a lot of fun. Schottenstein, they have a little better patio space than the others that I've seen. And by that, I mean, typically it is, you might have a portion of the house or just one wall or maybe two walls, but it's a little more open. Still not private, but at least it's not a notch. And typically they're white without stone, and there are no real amenities to the community. So those are different things that I've seen there. They look very clean. All white, it's kind of nice. And then Trinity, their patio area again is a notch. It's a dark, it's recessed back into the home. Pretty much not stone, pretty much just siding on the homes. And there's usually a clubhouse in theirs, but usually no pool, fitness, or walking paths or anything like that typically. Then D.R. Horton. This is a new builder to the Columbus area. I believe it's something like $3 billion that they put into the Columbus area to really get moving. They have 16 communities. They have a huge number of community. They are the largest builder, I believe, in the United States, which means they have more buying power. They probably even have their own forest. I don't know, but when you're that large, you come up with ways to streamline. It's an easy purchase. You have no selections. What they're doing is they are building out the house, they're picking everything, and then, you know, do you want this house or that house? You're not going to a design center, you're not personalizing, it is as is. Good part is you have immediate move-in with that. The front of their homes are hardy plank, but the other three sides are vinyl. Now, pretty much everyone that I'm speaking of up until the Epcon homes in this pretty much use vinyl on the exterior of their homes. D.R. Horton uses luxury laminate flooring. They have granite in the kitchen. And so far, their price on the web is the price of the home. And so it's not the base price plus a lot home site plus your options that you put into it. They absolutely mix them with single family communities. So you'll have swing sets and you'll have the condos. What they do is they'll put them on two streets. That way the mowing company knows which homes to mow and which not to mow, and where to remove snow from. There are basically no amenities. It's just like having a condo home where you don't mow, you don't shovel, right beside a single family home. So it's because of that, it's hard to get the lifestyle living feel with that as well. Next, we have Fisher homes. Patios are optional, they're not private. I really like the exterior on the Fisher home. They did a great mixture of siding and stone and different things like that. They really do try to be by walking paths. I do like the finishes on their homes as well. So don't have a lot, but of these that I've talked about so far, they're boxcar homes. And the next two beyond Epcon that I will be speaking of as well also are boxcar. By that, it's a square, it's a rectangle. You don't have different angles to your home. It's cheaper to build as a boxcar, and all of the builders do that I shopped. They typically are mixed communities. That means it's not typically a true condo community. It could be mixed with single family. It could be any number of things. Usually not a lot of universal features. And by that, I mean, you're going to have steps to go into the home. You'll have steps from the garage. You typically won't have, we'll have universal showers, which are 0 entry. We'll do wider doorways, just different options as well. We also also always in all of our bathrooms about waist high up all the way around. We put in a 2x12 reinforcement. That way, if ever you needed a grab bar at it, you don't have to rip out the wall. You have something to anchor onto. Also, a common theme on all the builders that I mentioned is vinyl exteriors typically. Also, they wrap. They use Tyvek or some other type of paper plastic and then pound nails through it for weatherproofing. They don't use zip walls, which is what we do in the next builders that I'll mention do. Zip walls are simply more solid. There are There's a special tape. I could take any one of you, put you up on a chair, tape you to the wall, pull out the chair, and you'd probably stay there. Very, very strong. What that does is it seals in your home. It makes it more energy efficient, makes it more airtight. Very, very, very desirable. A lot of the HOAs and the builders that I mentioned are close to Epcon HOAs. Some of them are more or become more very shortly, but they don't have any of the amenities. So you're paying, but not getting all the extra amenities. Location, a lot of times they're farther out. Land is less expensive the farther out that you go. So it's not always where you want to be, but it's a good price. And some of them now, I'm seeing this, that with COVID, appliances are really hard to get. And we'll actually, if the appliance is not there at closing, we give the client a loaner appliance. And when their appliance comes in, that appliance goes out. So I tell my clients, you can make that loaner dirty and who cares? You'll get a brand new one when your appliance comes in. We're seeing some delays, not a huge amount, but you're moving in with an appliance that we've installed. You can do your own if you want, but typically who wants to go through that headache? What I'm seeing with a lot of builders is they're giving an appliance package credit of about $4,000. When I Googled, appliances are running, if you do a package, somewhere around $6,000. And then also a lot of the services that are given are by actually the builder. The builder will have their own maintenance company. They'll have their own property management company and so forth. So our biggest competitor are used Epcon homes. And hold on one second, there's a little background noise. And that's good to hear that it's our used Epcon resale on that holds a high value. So Epcon, what you get when you go with us is totally private courtyards. The house actually hugs the outdoor space, gives you privacy. All your windows look out to that as well. We use zip walls around the outside to weatherproof your home. The exterior of the home is either LP siding, which is engineered compressed hardwood, or hardy plank, which is the wood concrete composite. They have 30 to 50-year warranties on these products. We seal all the seams. We do airtight test and we score extremely high on that, which is excellent. As I said, the exterior of the homes, windows are 20-year warranties. The siding is 30 to 50-year warranties. Our communities really truly are where you want to live, where you will be close to everything. You have at the minimum in all of our communities, a clubhouse, a pool, a workout room. Many also have a dog park, walking paths, community garden, pickleball or bocce ball, some little putt-putt ranges as well. The resale is fantastic. Our HOAs typically stay very constant and we're always looking to improve. Ed and Phil always amaze me. They're one little detail and they'll change the whole thing. Always looking to improve. Last year, we added in another smaller plan. We found it was the same price, if not just a little less, to do a standalone 1,330 square foot home instead of having a connected duplex. This year, we're adding in on the other end of the spectrum, along with 3-car garages, 2 owner suites on the first floor. You can have 2 fireplaces. You can have a formal dining room or a huge den. And that one on the first floor alone is a little over 2,800 square feet. So always looking to ways to improve. We work very hard to factor in why might you tear out your drywall later. And standard, we will do ceiling fans with lights. So 2 light switches in the living room, the den, the bedrooms, and whatever structure you do outside, whether it's a covered porch, a screened in porch, or a sitting room. As I said, we do the reinforcements all around the bathrooms, just in case later you want to add in grab bars. Standard, we plumb in for a sink in the laundry room. Whether you want one or not is irrelevant. It's there if in the future you want to add it in. So different things that we've seen, we take care of it at the start so that you don't have to worry about it later. We have easy accessibility options, so making it easy to flow around your home. Our floor plans are open with high ceilings, and this is a biggie. And I've seen this in a lot that I've shopped. You typically, it's extremely rare. I don't remember the last time I've seen it. You will not look out your window into a neighbor's window or an air conditioning unit. So that's big. When you're in your home, you just want to be relaxed and calm. So Bob Webb, I really do love the next two, have been handed down from dad to the kids. I really like what Becky Webb has created with the Bob Webb Company. Right now of their communities, they have single family, they have condo communities. They have 6 communities that have simplified living is another name for it. They have 6 plans in those. And of the 6 different floor plans, 4 have that notched, that recessed in patio. 2 are a little more open where 1 or 2 walls of the home are around the patio. And there's 6 communities with simplified living. 1 does have a clubhouse, a pool, and a workout area, and that's over at Glacier Point. So they've done a very great job with that. And then Romanelli and Hughes, what can I say? They always have the elaborate wood trim. They have high ceilings. A lot of their doors are taller than most. Typically, I always see several steps going to the front door. Like most of ours, we try to have the home sites not higher than an 8% grade. It's extremely rare that you'll have a step going into the house from the garage or into the house from the front door. We try to make it totally easy. That way, when you're carrying in all the groceries, you don't have steps to bother with. You may need to get a construction loan, so just double check everything. And then also I've seen this where if when you do your options, it goes above your 10% deposit, you may have to pay as you choose these options. They do have impressive kitchens. The outdoor area is open, not private, and usually there's no clubhouse or amenities. So on both Bob Webb and Romanelli, what I've seen in the transition from control to the next generation is in order to be competitive, just really pay attention to the end product and make sure you're getting everything that you'd really like. So all the realtors on this call, if you could please type in the comment section your contact information, that would be fantastic. I'm going to reduce this down again, and then that way I can check the, let me go to the end and then we'll just have a, oh, good. Thank you very much. So any questions that you have, go ahead and put those in the comment section as well. I'd love to see that. And then next week, I'm going to do what do you love about Dublin? What are some amenities in the Dublin area? Our Courtyards on Riverside Drive, we have a lot going on there. Right now, that community is not staffed. I have 2 of the original home sites remaining. We're adding another 40 some. We purchased 2 estate home sites to the north as well. So next week's we'll be going over things to see and do in Dublin. It will go over the Riverside Drive community, our floor plans, and about the location with that. So with that said, I'm going to stop the screen share and see if there's any comments other than As I said, thank you, agents, for listing your information. And yes, thanks, Judy, for the comment that I do put this on YouTube, and I send out the links as well. So that way you can share it with your clients, or you can review it again if you are a client, and see what to do with that. Any question on any of the builds? And you can unmute yourself too if you'd like now. Well, wow, that was pretty good. No questions? All right. Does anybody need to put in their information that they haven't done yet? All right. Thank you, everyone, for taking time out of your schedule. I greatly appreciate it. And feel free to contact me. Text is always the fastest way to get to me if you have any questions. Hey, guys, have a great day. Thank you.